Hello math learners, welcome to the last part of our reviewer series in preparation for the Term 1 examination for Mathematics 8. We are down to the final review, questions 41 to 50. So if you haven't watched questions 1 up to 40, please check our channel because those videos are already uploaded. And if you are new to the channel, please click the subscribe button so that we can help more students like you. So without further ado, let's go to the questions. Question number 41. Simplify 4x squared times the quantity of 3x squared plus 5x minus 2. Is it 12x cubed plus 20x squared minus 8x? Is it 12x to the 4th plus 20x cubed minus 8x squared? Is it 12x to the 4th plus 20x squared minus 8x? Or is it 20x cubed plus 8x squared minus 12x? What do you think is the answer? Okay, my dear math learners, in solving this one, you just need to apply the law of exponents as well as the distributive property. So in the law of exponents, when you are multiplying, you multiply the actual value of the numbers, the numerical coefficient, and then for the variables, you just add the exponents of the common variable. Okay, so we have here 4 and 3. So 4 times 3, that would be 12. Then x squared and x squared, that would be x to the 4th. So we already eliminated first and the fourth. So we have here the second and the third as our remaining answers. Okay, now going to the next one. 4 times 5, that is 20. Then x squared and x, that is x cubed. So 20x cubed. So this will be our correct answer, the second one, my dear math learners. Let's check. Easy, right? So I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. So as you can see, one of the tips is that when you already validate your answers among the 4 options, you may not continue, or you don't need to continue the rest of the solution. Okay, next question. What is the expansion of x plus y plus 3 squared, or the quantity of x plus y plus 3 squared? Is it x squared plus y squared plus 9 minus 2xy minus 6x minus 6y? Is it x squared plus y squared plus 9 plus 2xy plus 3x plus 3y? Or is it x squared plus y squared plus 9? Or is it x squared plus y squared plus 2xy plus 6x plus 6y plus 9? What do you think is the answer, my dear math learners? Okay, so I think in this one, what you need to do is you just multiply it to itself. So x plus y plus 3 times x plus y plus 3. And then you apply the distributive property. So by doing so, I think you would arrive to this one. For me, I think, because that would be, wait, 3xy, 3xy, then 3xy, 3xy. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I think this one. This one, the first one is already wrong because it uses negative and our given are all positive. So that would be wrong. Now, this one is very little because it is not applying the distributive property. Now, I think this one is the answer because when you multiply 3 to the x and the y, that would be 3x and 3y. But in the next group, there is another 3 there. So multiplying the x and the y, so adding them together, that would be 6x and 6y. So this will be the correct answer. Let's check. Alright, easy, right? So I hope you got that one. Now let us go to the next question. Factor 8x cubed plus 12x squared. Is it 8x times the quantity x squared plus 3x? Or is it 4x times the quantity 2x squared plus 3x? Or is it 2x squared times the quantity 4x plus 6? Or is it 4x squared times the quantity 2x plus 3? What do you think is the answer? Alright. So my dear math learners, the first step in factoring is that you need to check first what is the greatest common factor. So what is the greatest common factor of 8 and 12? Very good. That is 4. So 4. We have here 4. Now x cubed and x squared. What is the greatest common factor? That is x squared. So therefore, that is the correct answer. Simple as that, my dear math learners. Let's check. Easy, right? So now let us go to the next question. A student wants to factor x cubed minus 8. Which is the correct complete factorization? Is it x minus 2 times the quantity x squared plus 2x plus 4? Is it x plus 2 times the quantity x squared minus 2x plus 4? Is it x minus 2 times the quantity x squared plus 8x plus 4? Or is it x plus 2 times the quantity x squared plus 2x plus 4? What do you think is the answer, my dear math learners? Alright, so as you can see, our original given here is x cubed minus 8. So, of course, when factoring this one, you will be dealing with a negative value. Alright, so let's check. this one has all positive, so this is wrong. So we only have this one. So we have here negative, another negative here, and another negative here. Okay, so from the original, you get the cube root of x cubed and the 8. So that will be x and 8, and of course that is negative 2. So these two are the remaining choices. Alright, so of course, when x minus 2 is extracted to that one, what will remain is the trinomial of a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay, and that would be this one, I think. Let's check. Alright. I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. So now let us go to the question 45. Point A, located at 4, negative 2 is given. 4 possible points are listed below. Which point is 9 units vertically from point A? Is it 4, 7? Is it negative 5 over negative 5, negative 2? Is it 13, negative 2? Or is it 4, negative 2? What do you think is the answer? Okay, so since we are talking about vertically, we will be focusing now on the y coordinate. Okay, so negative 2. So negative 2. So we have 9 units. So that could be positive going up or going down. So if we consider going up, so 9 plus negative 2, that would be positive 7. So 4, positive 7. Okay, we already have the correct answer, letter A. Let's check. Easy, right? So now let us go to the next question. Which ordered pair represents a point that is 5 units to the right and 2 units down from the origin? Okay. Is it 5, 2? Is it 5, negative 2? Is it negative 5, negative 2? Or is it negative 5, positive 2? What do you think is the answer, my dear math learners? Alright. This question is easy because going to the right, that is positive in the x-axis. Going down in the y-axis, that is negative. So positive 5, negative 2. Okay, that would be this one. Check. Easy, my dear math learners. Now let us go to the next question. Multiply 4 over x times 3 over x. Choices are 7 over x, 12 over x, 12 over x squared, or 7 over x squared. What do you think is the answer? Okay, my dear math learners. If you remember the rule in multiplying fractions, very simple. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So therefore, in this case, 4 times 3, that is 12. X times x, that is x squared. So we have this answer. Easy, right? So I hope you got that one. Now let us go to the next question. A survey asked 30 students about their favorite subject. The results were as follows. 12 students chose math, 7 students chose science, 6 students chose English, and 5 students chose history. What conclusion can be drawn from the mode of this data set? The middle number of students per subject is 6. No conclusions can be made from the data. The average number of students per subject is 7.5. Lastly, math is the most popular subjects among the students surveyed. What do you think is the answer? Okay, my dear math learners, let us analyze first what is asked in the problem. It says here, what conclusions can be drawn from the mode? So, talking about the mode, it is the most frequent number. So, when the students were asked about what is the favorite subject, from the 30 of them, 12 says they chose math. So, meaning 12 of those students are liking math as their favorite subject. So, or are choosing math as their favorite subject. So, therefore, that would be option 4. Let's check. Easy, right? So, I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to the next question. It is the first coordinate of a point. Is it domain? Is it abscissa? Is it ordinate? Or is it range? What do you think is the answer? Okay, my dear math learners, this is just about the definitions of the parts of a coordinate. So, the coordinates has the x coordinate and the y coordinates. Now, the x coordinate is known as the first coordinate, and that is called abscissa, while the y coordinate is known as the ordinate. So, for this question, the correct answer is letter or the second statement. Let's check. Easy, right? So, now let us go to the last question. Using point E, located at negative 4, 3 from the previous item, what are the coordinates of a point that is 3 units to the left and 2 units below E? Alright. Is it negative 7, 1? Is it negative 1, 1? Is it negative 1, 5? Or is it negative 7, 5? What do you think is the answer, my dear math learners? Okay, so now let us go first with our original location, that is negative 4, 3. It says here the coordinates of a point that is 3 units to the left. So talking about left, then we are considering the x coordinate. So going to the left, that would be negative. That would be negative 7 because we are 3 units going to the left. So negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. So that is negative 7. Okay, we have here. And then it says here for the second one, 2 units below E. So 2 units below. So below is the y coordinate. So 3 units below. So we down 2 units. So that is 2, 1. So negative 7, 1. So this will be our final answer. Let's check. Easy, right? So my dear math learners, congratulations for finishing the 5 parts of our reviewer series. Now let us check what is the result and see the result of our review. Did we answer them all correctly? Alright. So perfect score, my dear math learners. Congratulations. So if you wanted to try this to yourselves, I will also add this in our comment section or in our video description so that you can also try it in your mobile phones, tablets, PCs, or whatever you like. Okay? So this has been your YouTube educator, Math Teacher Ash, saying that it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. Thank you so much. God bless and keep safe always.